Welcome back to the Product Marketing Festival. As we prepare to unleash another exciting session, I just want to say a massive thank you to our partners, sponsors, you and our ensemble of speakers and participants for helping us bring this event to life. I hope you are finding today's sessions insightful, and I want to remind you that the learnings don't stop here. If you haven't already, you can become a PMA member and benefit from unlimited access to exclusive templates, frameworks, mentors, our entire back catalogue of event content and much, much more. What's more, you can continue the conversation in the PMA's Slack community. If you aren't already a member, then hop on over and join the discussions today. And remember, this is your chance to get involved. Please share your feedback and questions in the comments section for our speakers to answer. It really is that simple. Let's resume the sessions.
Hi everyone, my name is Adam Sangal, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. Before we dive into today's presentation, I would like to talk a little bit about myself. I am the head of marketing for Amazon Honeycode at Amazon Web Services, or also known as AWS. Amazon Web Services is the world's most comprehensive and broadly adopted cloud platform, offering over 200 fully featured services from data centers globally. So I am responsible for leading all aspects of marketing for Amazon Honeycode, which is an AWS service that gives you the power to build business applications for managing your team's work. And prior to AWS, I had various leadership roles in both large organizations such as Amazon and Google, as well as startups in the Silicon Valley. My area of expertise is B2B technology marketing. And I should say that I was lucky enough to join the marketing department of a B2B technology company right after completing my MBA degree, which was almost about 15 years ago now. So earlier in my career, I was lucky enough to focus on leading marketing campaigns. I had the opportunity to develop and deliver integrated global campaigns, focusing on audience engagement and lead generation particularly. In other words, if you remember the 6 cycle of what's product marketing illustration from Product Marketing Alliance, I was somewhere between marketing and sales. Over the course of years, as I acquired more knowledge in technology products and services that I market, the personas that I try to focus on, as well as being able to speak to the customers and the prospects the way that they think about solving their businesses, I was able to move into the center of this circle that you see on this slide. Today, I oversee every critical element of product marketing, including go-to-market strategy, campaign development, cross-functional execution of bringing new products and the features to the market, of course, in addition to driving demand with new buyer segments, identifying customer growth opportunities, and developing strong business relationship. So, why do I do what I do? Well, we all heard that marketing is the growth engine for any company. However, marketing is so much more than attracting new customers. Marketing is responsible for ensuring a strong relationship is built with a customer. That's why over the course of my career, my approach has always been focusing on listening to the voice of customers. in order to create customized messaging and marketing programs that drive two-way engagement and scalable growth opportunity for the organization that I am in. And you should always remember that business is personal, and marketing makes sure that every customer feels welcome. We will get back to that later in this presentation. But now let's talk about today's agenda and what we will be talking about. So today we will primarily focusing on understanding what drives technology purchases. Then I will talk about how you, as a product marketing manager, can identify influencers and decision makers. And finally, I will cover the importance of delivering strategic product marketing activities, including but not limited to messaging, storytelling, content development, account-based marketing, and sales enablement tactics that falls under this execution. And I will also talk about how all of these can positively impact the way that you engage with your prospects and your customers. So we have a packed agenda, and let's go ahead and get started. When we talk about B2B technology purchase, you need to know that technology purchases are not easy. We may tend to think that customers are so well informed that they don't even bother to engage with suppliers until very late in their buying process. But the reality is that customers are increasingly overwhelmed and often more paralyzed than empowered. As you can see on this slide, according to Gartner, the Gartner research, on average, more than a dozen individuals are involved in a typical technology purchase. This means decision makers are pushed into unproductive, open-ended learning loops, which makes it difficult for them to fully understand the requirements and the alternatives that are available in the market. More information and more options pave the way for more questions. And at the end, the result is that customers take longer and longer to make a purchasing decision, if they ever do. The growing complexity on the buyer side is actually a great opportunity for product marketing managers. How? It's all about switching the mindset from marketing your products or services to the mindset of making the buying journey easier for your customers. That's the key. Best-in-class marketing organizations today embrace this mindset, and they create consistent and relevant tools, messaging, and guidance to shape and simplify the buying journey. That in return drives more sales for these organizations, and it also increases the customer loyalty. In order for you to do the same, you need to understand three fundamentals of B2B buying behavior. So let's dive into that, starting with the first one. Organizations buy technology in teams. B2B deals of any significance are bought by cross-functional teams, not individuals. This means organizational practices and perspective override the individual shareholder preferences. Selling technology to such teams can be a tough thing to navigate, given that the average tech purchase includes more than 12 people today. And majority of them, 80% to be specific, are senior professionals who are in operation side as well as the product related roles. And another important consideration point is that as the spend increase, so will the size of the buying team. Also, the expanding range of options that B2B customers face requires increasing amount of time for evaluation. There are several research findings that shows that for individual consumers, greater choice isn't necessarily a good thing. So that's exactly why I put this slide over here. I don't know about you, but buying a box of cereal keeps on being a big deal for me. I need to spend more and more time trying to see what my options are. Back in the time, it was much more simpler because I didn't have that many choices. But this example is not only about customer packaged goods. The same principles and the same dynamics apply to B2B purchases as well. So let me give you a specific example in B2B. So according to Chief Marketing Technologies blog, in 2020, there were around 8,000 MarTech solutions available in the market. And considering the fact that the average marketing team has around 17 tools in their marketing technology portfolio, it seems like in average, there are 470 different alternatives out there for any single tool that they have. That's lots of options. And it is getting more and more. As you can see, that number back in 2014 was only around 947. So the main point is that as we have more and more options available in the market, some stakeholders will always find some aspects of some alternative solutions more appealing than the ones the team is leading into. In addition to slowing to the overall purchasing process, an excess of options leads to post-purchase follow-up questions as well. They will always ask questions such as, did we do the right thing? Would other choice have been a better option for us? So what's the right thing to do over here as product marketing professionals? It is all about appealing to the buying team, including the business as well as the finance teams, not only the individuals that actually are in your contact center that you have the contact information. And with that, let's move into the next consideration point, which is nothing significant is bought without a business case. It's not the case for me at AWS, and I'm pretty sure that it's not the case for you as well. We all need a business case if we think that a specific technology solution is going to help us to do our job better. And it's the same thing for our customers as well. Within enterprise, any tech purchase usually indicates cost and change, right? Majority of B2B buyers require a business case for all technology solutions. So it's one of the first steps and one of the most important steps of any technology purchases. This is important for you as a marketer because you need to ask yourself, how does my content help the B2B buyer to gain insights as he or she builds his or her business case? What is the content that I put over there could help that person to create a better business case? Your customer at one company may have trouble making an effective business case for a change. So you need to make sure that you will have content to address these specific concerns. Another customer might struggle with getting internal buy-in for a course of action. So you need to make sure that you actually have enough relevant content in your content arsenal to answer these questions, to help that person convince his or her team that now is the time to change. And another person at another company might have difficult time convincing the finance team that it will be a good investment for the business. So you need to make sure that you actually create content that will talk about total cost of ownership and why it is a better idea from the financial perspective to invest into your products or services. So the point for all of us as product marketing professionals to take is that invest time and resources to understand how your customers are building their business cases and what type of obstacles that they might face as they present their business cases to their team, and make sure that your content and your messaging aligns in a way to help them to create business cases that their team members can't disagree. Also remember, organizations need to see investment will have a measurable impact on their metrics. So as you do that, it's also important to make sure that you clearly state and prove your solution or service will help the buyers improve their metrics. Find out what metrics that they care about the most and tie the gap between the benefits that you offer and how these benefits help them particularly crush these numbers or KPIs that kind of keep them awake at night. And especially today, it's important to also ask the relevant and timely questions such as, is there a COVID-19 related impact to consider? If so, how you should update your existing content with the pre-COVID-19 world that we are about to enter. So make sure that, you know, whatever relevant concerns and opportunities are out there, your content addresses those as well. With that, let's move into the next and the final consideration point that we have. That one is organizations struggle to buy technology effectively. It's something that we briefly mentioned at the beginning of this presentation. So since it's such an important topic, I wanted to dedicate one section for it as well. Organizations continue to increase their tech investment. So that's actually a good news. But most of them struggle to do so effectively. They have difficulty building teams and managing complexity and dealing with competing priorities that they have. Again, according to Gartner research, 74% of B2B tech buyers found the buying process complex, and only 27% reported achieving a high quality deal at the end of the day. So not only they think that it is a difficult process, they're also not happy with the final outcome that they reach at the end of the day. Their challenges create an opportunity for you. You will seize the opportunity by switching the mindset from marketing your products or service to the mindset of making buying easier for your customers. It will not only reduce the complexity of the B2B buying process, it will also inspire a better buying process for your customers, which will lead into renewal and growth opportunities for your business. So today we only scratch the surface in terms of the complexity of B2B technology purchase. But in conclusion, I would like to re-emphasize the three main areas that we covered today. Organizations buy technology in teams. So appeal the buying team, not individuals. Number two, nothing significant is bought without a business case. So help them create a business case where your customers would be able to get the buy-ins from their internal team to move forward. And from customers' perspective, technology purchases are not easy. So what you need to do is don't sell them, but help them as they navigate through their buying journey. With that, I would like to thank all of you for taking the time to join my session at Product Marketing Festival today. I hope you found this session insightful and actionable. See you next time.